How you doing? I'm KANE and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're talking about cartoon characters IRL. From a real-life Shrek to a Victoria's Secret model that looks exactly like Elsa from Frozen. We count 10 cartoon characters that actually exist in real life.
Robert FRANZESE of Deer Park, New York is the real-life version of Peter Griffin from the hit television show Family Guy. When asked about how he discovered his talent, FRANZESE said, "I'd been going to Comic-Con when I could since 2008, but 2012 was the first year I actually dressed up. On the second day I went as Peter Griffin. It was an easy costume and I wanted to be comfortable. While I was there I started doing the voice and people really responded to it. I didn't break character that day for 5 hours." In 2014, a YouTube video of FRANZESE dressed as Peter Griffin went viral, propelling him to internet stardom. In the video, the self-confessed nerd can be seen walking around Comic-Con while performing a near-flawless impression of the dim-witted cartoon star.
You know, 1 in every 12 Americans is unaware that the bird is a word. I, for one, believe in America where everyone knows that the bird is a word. Bird, bird, bird. But bird's a well, bird, bird, bird.
With his white shirt, green pants and glasses, FRANZESE stops to take photos with his new fans. His likeness is so good, he was even asked to perform stand-up as Peter Griffin at the convention, and now has his own YouTube channel showcasing his videos. It has long been rumoured that Milhouse from The Simpsons is actually a caricature of Paul Pfeiffer, Kevin Arnold's best friend from the television series The Wonder Years. Even though Milhouse is a spitting image of Pfeiffer, there is another theory that the real inspiration for Milhouse was actually former Simpsons writer Rob Cohen. Paul Pfeiffer was played by Josh Saviano, who was rumoured to have grown up to become singer Marilyn Manson. As funny as it sounds, that rumour is of course not true. After finishing acting, Saviano graduated from Yale University and went on to work as a lawyer. He has perhaps turned out to be a little more successful than his cartoon counterpart.
But my mom says I'm cool.
If the woman on the right hand side of this picture looks familiar to you, it's probably because you've seen her before, in cartoon form. IRENE BEDARD is a Native American actress best known for voicing Pocahontas in the 1995 Disney film. While Disney has never officially said that BEDARD was the inspiration for the visual design of Pocahontas, her likeness to the beloved cartoon character is remarkable. Mike Henry, the man who voices Consuela the maid from Family Guy, based her likeness off an actual maid who once worked for him. Consuela makes regular appearances in the show, cleaning up for various characters, and has even tidied up for the likes of Darth Vader, Superman and James Woods. We also think she looks a lot like Zoella, the maid from the television show Flipping Out. Ursula, the sea witch from the cartoon Disney classic The Little Mermaid, is actually based on a drag queen named Divine. It is said to have come about when Howard Ashman, the man who wrote the rock musical Little Shop of Horrors, accepted a job with Disney to write the lyrics for their next animated film. Initially, several versions of Ursula were created, including a scorpion fish and a manta ray inspired by Joan Collins. However, it was a sketch by animator Rob Minkoff that caught Ashman's eye. "She looks like a Miami Beach matron," Ashman had said when he first saw the design. He could imagine the sea witch playing mahjong by the pool. Divine, the drag queen that inspired the final version of Ursula, was born Harris Glenn Milstead. He was an actor and singer who worked on several films, including the 1988 version of Hairspray. Divine starred as Edna Turnblad, the overweight mother of Tracy, who was played by Ricky Lake. In May 1932, famous singer Helen KANE filed a $250,000 lawsuit against the creators of the cartoon character Betty Boop for wrongful appropriation. Boop, created by Max Fleischer, bore a striking resemblance to KANE, her appearance, her mannerisms and even her famous catchphrase, "boop boop a doop." After more than 2 years, the judge eventually ruled against KANE, claiming she couldn't prove that her own singing style was unique. KANE was not a fan of the boop, and even though the decision ultimately went against her, it seems fairly obvious that Fleischer used the singer as inspiration for the famous cartoon character. Rocco, the lovable main character in the cartoon series Rocco's Modern Life, is actually based on famous film director and comedian Woody Allen. The TV series, which ran from 1993 to 1996, was about a young wallaby named Rocco, who grew up in Australia and moved to O-Town, California after graduating from high school. Creator Joe Murray first pitched the character to network executives as a young anthropomorphic Woody Allen, who has just moved away from his home into a surrealistic adult world. Similarities between Alan's and Rocco's neurotic tendencies and insecurities are seen as the character interacts with his friends and weird characters he meets during his adventures. While you may not know his name, you'll probably recognise Chernabog, the ominous demon character that lived atop Bald Mountain from the Disney film Fantasia. The menacing overlord was actually inspired by the legendary horror film actor Bela Lugosi. Lugosi, best known for playing the title role in the 1931 version of Dracula, spent a day at Disney Studios in 1939. He posed for animators and was also filmed for reference. There is some speculation as to whether Lugosi's likeness actually made it into the final version of Chernabog's character seen in the film, but when you're watching it, it seems likely that some of it probably did. French professional wrestler Maurice Tillet has long been rumoured to have been the inspiration behind the lovable green ogre Shrek. Tillet was nicknamed the Angel growing up due to his blonde hair and striking good looks. At age 20, however, Tillet was diagnosed with acromegaly, a condition caused by a benign tumour in the pituitary gland which results in excessive bone growth. The condition affected Tillet's appearance dramatically, causing his hands and face to swell. Tillet eventually became a wrestler. He was very popular in the US, winning a main event for 19 consecutive months. Tillet was the US AWA World Heavyweight Champion from May 1940 until 1942. DreamWorks, the studio behind the hit movie, has never officially addressed the rumour. However, the striking similarities between Maurice Tillet and the lovable green ogre Shrek are undeniable. Swedish-born Victoria's Secret model Elsa Hosk looks so much like Elsa from Disney's animated film Frozen that she's often asked if the character was based on her. Hosk, who also played professional basketball in Sweden, commented on the fairy tale in an interview saying, "It's not based on me because it was written a million years ago, but you know, I can let people think that. Actually, when I say my name in the US, people are like, 'You're Elsa from Frozen,' and I'm like, I can't break their hearts, I could be." Frozen is based on the fairy tale The Snow Queen, written by Danish author Hans Christian Andersen in 1844, so it's not possible that Hosk inspired the original story. Could she be the inspiration for Elsa in the Disney version, however? There is no official word whether or not she is, but coincidentally, her middle name is also Anna.
Well, there you go. There's another episode down. If you're new to the channel, why not hit that big old subscribe button right there? If you're a regular, hit that thumbs up button or leave us a comment down below. We love reading them. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.